Reminder that tonight's tip-off is being brought to you by Gymnasium Ford Lincoln. Spoil your sweetie with a great deal on new and quality pre-owned vehicles just in time for Valentine's Day. Call Lincoln Community High School Railer alumni Matthew Examus and Jason Rohr today at Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, 732-2111. Or stop by the showroom located at 2301 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. We are ready to go. Ball is tipped and it's going to be controlled. No, stolen by Joey Olin. Joey quickly, and it's good.
Just like that, Joey. You know, he's that energizer up in front of the defense and is able to grab that tip off the jump ball and lay it right in for a quick score for the Railers.
Now, when you have a coaching staff that tells you about get a quick score, that's how you do it. And quickly they turn Nelson over with a travel.
And that's what you want to see right from the get-go, Jeff. You want to see that energy and, you know, force Springfield to, you know, get to the basket and, you know, have some unforced turnovers like that.
Lob play coming. Cook throws it up to Bowlby, gets the catch, tried to go up for the reverse like he did down at Southeast last Saturday. Could not gather, and he lost it off his foot. Turns it over. Now Springfield looking for their first shot as, nope, Joey tipped it in the backcourt. 10 count still going. Wow. Well, they broke the 10 count into the front court now. Nelson, the lefty, with the three on the way. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Horsham grabs the rebound. Hits Bowlby in the head, and it's tipped away, but Tyler tracks it down, tips it ahead to Gavin. Gavin left side three. That's no good. Kind of hectic in the start of this first minute, Scott.
Yeah, Lincoln might want to kind of slow this down a little bit. You don't want to get in a run-and-gun game with Springfield. Well,
Gavin a steal. Gavin's going to take it in for the layup, the reverse. That's no good. Little contact. Ball comes down to Church, and right now it looks like a team that hasn't played a game in a week.
Yeah, and that's what Church does underneath. Gavin had an easy layup, but Church was there to kind of redirect it. Gavin tried to go up and under, and just off the side of the rim.
Kincaid over to Day, back to Kincaid on the left side, over to Church, underneath the small, and that name does not befit his size.
He's definitely not small.
Church on the block, kicks it back out to Day, swinging around over to Kincaid. Kincaid gets by Max, now he's stuck in a double team, they get it to small, hands it to Church off the glass, won't go down, but he's going to go to the line.
That's all right.
Shooting two.
You know, he's going to the rim, and that's a good foul, and a good hard foul, so he can't complete that or try to attempt a three-point play. Let's put him to the line and make him earn it.
Gavin picks up his first. Church, the 6'8" junior. First free throw on the way. That is good.
Would like to congratulate Chester East, Jeff. Got an email from Josh. They were victorious tonight, 41-27, so they're going to advance to the second round. So congratulations, Chester East.
Second one up and good, so we are knotted at just a minute and a half here into the first quarter. Railers and the Senators. Right wing Joey, high post to Gavin. Gavin turns, hands off to Cook. Max looking, he's going to drive baseline, kicks it back out, threw it right into the hands of Small for Springfield.
He didn't see Small. I don't know how he didn't see Small because he's not small, he's big. Threw it right to him. He's trying to kick it back out like we talked before, Jeff. Max is going to try to penetrate, draw the defense in, and kick it back out and have somebody hit that three, but just threw it to the wrong person.
Bowlby tipped the pass intended for Church out of bounds, so Springfield now after the inbounds. Going to the basket to our left here at Roy S. Anderson. Pretty good crowd filled in. It looked kind of light early on, but Railer fans have turned out. Of course, it's one of those balmy days. I think it almost got into the 20s today.
Everybody's probably got a little cabin fever, wanting to get out and something to do. And we don't have too many home games left.
Lefty three up and good. That is Nelson. And 5 in a row from the Senators have given them a 5-2 advantage.
Well, the way Lincoln started, you thought, there's a kick. You thought they, have a big lead right now, but they just haven't been able to hit a couple of shots, and Senators able to capitalize.
Tried to get it down to Gavin, but it was knocked. Gavin actually got knocked down, and so the ball went off of Church's foot. Railers inbound. Bowlby handles over between the circles to Max. Tyler a three off the front of the ring. Springfield a rebound.
Got to get in a little more game speed here. There we go. There he is.
Joey goes in for the left side, and it's up and good.
Just like that. That's Joey Olden, top of the defense. He's been doing it for all season long, Jeff. And you would think there would be a time where he's not going to be able to do that, but just always seems He gets a steal at the right time.
And Gavin gets in the way. Flips it ahead to Joey. Joey with the layup. He's got 6, and the Railers take the lead. Joey Olden 6, Springfield 5. Church with a pass that's tracked down by Kincaid.
Yeah, they're going to get Small with the push-off. He got that arm extended, and those are some big arms, so you can see them. So they're going to get an offensive foul on Small.
Well, I'm not too familiar with the Springfield football team. I don't know if he plays football, but if he doesn't, someone needs to go talk to the football coach and ask why.
Because he could play the whole right side of the line.
Railers with the basketball, 4:20 to go in the first quarter, up by 1, 6-5. Max trying to get a screen from Bowlby. Max down the lane. Kicks it over now. Gavin with it. He heads down the lane, picks out to Joey. Ed's open for 3. Is he going to take it? Nope. Hands off to Max. Max down the lane, spins. Nice move. Kicks out to Tyler. His 3 on the way is good.
There you go. There's Max. Penetrate towards the middle. Collapse that defense. Kick it out to one of the shooters. And Horsham able to knock down that 3 for his first points of the night. Another turnover.
Another turnover as they throw it away into the hands of Bowlby. All the way ahead to Joey. Open 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Bowlby gets the rebound though. Nice box out. Tyler, can he hit 2 in a row? He can.
Yes, he can. Tyler Horsham for another 3. And Springfield wants a timeout because once Lincoln gets in that groove, we can score points in bunches.
It's funny how the Railers were, it's just a 30-second timeout, so we will, of course, keep it here. It's funny how the Railers are down 5-2, and all of a sudden, boom, 10 points just like that.
Yeah. And that's what we do. You know, we've got 5 people on the floor at all times that can score. So, I mean, everybody's open, or when somebody's open, Max is going to give him the ball, and they're going to find the hot hand.
And it's funny, you talk about Max, that pass that he got off to Tyler for Horsham hitting his first 3. That assist for Max is career assist number 326. That ties him for 3rd all-time with Greg Alexander. And anytime you're being mentioned with an Alexander and a scoring or anything at Lincoln, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, and that's a big accomplishment. 326 assists, you know. A lot of people go by how many points you have, but that's still a good stat. So congratulations to Max, and there's several games left. So maybe they'll put him on the bench. Maybe Greg's going to tell Neil, hey, Max, put him on.
Or Max, just shoot it every time.
Yeah, just shoot. Quit passing.
12-5, Railers up by 7. 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Kincaid, left side, Day's 3 is no good. And I think they're going to get Ed, underneath because he was trying to box out Small, and he got behind him, and I think he was kind of using some forearms to push him out underneath, so Ed's going to pick up the foul.
Well, you got to use everything you can against him because he's not going to be able to get pushed out of the lane very easy. Small, that is. And I was talking to Max today. We had him on the pregame our sports show this morning, and I was informed that was his guy that made all those threes the freshman that made all those threes last Saturday. That was, I guess, Max's guy. So we had to give him some grief on that.
Yeah, that Walton kid's a pretty good shooter. His Church turns from 15 and hits.
And that's Church's game right there. You know, he can hit pretty easy from 15 or 17 feet. They just don't seem to get him the ball or get him involved in their offense enough.
Peyton Ebelair into the lineup for the Railers. Tyler Horsham after a couple of threes on the bench. Max looks at a 3, instead gets it down to Gavin. Tips it back out now over to Joey.
Gavin's got a little mismatch right now where I think he can get him post up.
Bowlby 3, that looks good.
We're all hitting now, Jeff, and that's a good sign.
15-7, Railers on top now by 8. Into the contest, Trevor Minder, a 5'9" freshman for Springfield. You go from Small down low to Minder out high, and so again, you got to believe they're going to get it now to Church underneath as much as they can. As Church, it's in the lane, couldn't get it to go. But if he misses just like he did there, Springfield had no one there to get the boards.
No, and they went, there's Cook, it's off the front of the rim. Springfield, they take out Small. They got a small lineup in there right now. Nice steal.
Gavin, as they tried to get it to Church. Gavin down the lane, slips it over to Joey with the high layup. Won't go down, but Joey will go to the line, and he will be shooting too. And Joey, I don't know if he thought Church was coming, because if you notice, he laid it a little bit higher off the glass than normal.
And it's just typical Railer offense, an unselfish offense. Gavin could have tried to win up with that, but he saw, Joey on the backside and got him the ball. Joey's just unable to finish and missed the first free throw.
Adam Conradi into the Railer lineup. Ed Bowlby to the bench. Checking in Javon Waters for Springfield. Will Cook will be checking in for Joey here in a moment. Joey's second one on the way. That one's good. There we go. So Joey heads to the bench with a very good first quarter so far. Joey with 7.
So it's about typical rotation that Coach Out tries to do. You know, he gets Joey a rest, Horsham gets Ebler in there for him. And then we go a little bit bigger when you get Conradi in there.
90 seconds left in the first quarter. It is Lincoln 16, Springfield 7. Well, and as well as he's been playing, don't be surprised if we see Will Cook spot up and hit a 3 early on as Gavin with another steal. 1 on 3. Now he'll slow it back up.
Yeah, Will, he's not afraid to shoot it, and he's hit pretty much everything he shoots.
Gavin down the lane, opens up with the layup, count it, and he is fouled. As the season has gone on, Scott, Gavin has improved so much with his ability to not only take it to the basket, but his decision-making of when to do it and when to pull back.
Oh, yeah, you could tell. He's getting stronger, and he's getting bigger, and he's getting that confidence. And, you know, he's been solid the past month. I mean, game in, game out, it's, you know, Gavin Block has been a solid basketball player.
19-7 after the junior hits the free throw. 50 seconds to go in our first quarter. Railers on top by 12.
That's a deep 3 there. If that goes in, wow. He rimmed it, but, man, he was about 7 foot behind the three-point line.
Conradi with the rebound. Railers come down. Will they hold for one as Max checks the clock? And it looks like they will. 30 seconds to go. Max over to Will. Back on top to Block. Gavin turns, gets it to Ebelair. We're down to 15.
Probably get something going here, about 10 seconds. They'll set up the play, see what they want to do here.
Down to 8. Will to Conradi. Down low to Gavin. Gavin couldn't handle the pass. Now he takes it away. He's going to flip it up toward the basket. Not going to count, as that foul is going to be whistled before the shot. That's going to go against Nelson. That'll be his fourth team foul already on the Senators. And with 3.4 to go, Railers are going to inbound. See if they can get a score here before the quarter ends. Max to inbound. Gets it out to Will. Max gets it back. Fires a 3. Won't go down. And that's where our first quarter will end. At the end of 1, it is Lincoln 19, Springfield 7. Back with the second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. The second quarter of action about to get started here at Roy S. Anderson. Railers on top, 19-7. Along with Scott Kirby, Jeff Benjamin with you. Springfield the basketball on the floor for the Railers. Max Cook, Will Cook, Peyton Ebelair, Adam Conradi, and Edward Bowlby. Joey Olden leading the way for the Railers scoring-wise. He has 7. Tyler Horsham with a couple of threes has 6.
Yeah, kind of a high-paced first quarter, Jeff. Went pretty quick, and, you know, Lincoln, they can keep some fresh bodies on the court. We'll see how long Springfield can keep it up. Kincaid working against Cook. Dribbles over now to Nelson. A long 3. It's on the way. Missed it badly. Off of Conradi's leg. Cook tracks it down. Nice hustle by Max. 1 on 4. Max will be foul right there. There's a foul. A reach in. Nothing called. Kincaid pulls up from 17 and hits. Wow. I don't know how you can't call that foul. I mean, he went through Max. Coach Al's not happy with it, and they're every right to be. So after the basket from Springfield, 19-9. Here comes Bowlby across the baseline. Couldn't get it to him. Back on top to Ebelair. Peyton looks, dribbles in. Now to Conradi, over to Max. Conradi, he's eyeing that three-point shot. He looks like he's getting ready to gun it up, but passes it off. I wouldn't be surprised if he throws one up. Nice cut inside. Max over to Bowlby. 3 on the way is good. He's got a pretty shot. That rotation just rolls off his fingertips, and you know that ball's good right when it leaves. 22-9. A little closer than the Super Bowl, but still plenty of time left. Yeah. 6.5 left in the first half. Nelson into Church. Church bounces it down. Little reverse layup's going to be no good from Waters, but he's going to go to the line shooting 2.
And, you know, Scott, if you're Coach Matt Reed, yeah, it's great to play good team basketball. But if you're looking at a 6'8" Church standing 8 feet from the basket,
right,
bouncing it down to Waters, who's 5'9", you're defeating the purpose of having your big guy in there.
Yeah, and I don't understand it. You know, he's got a nice little jump shot, you know, 15 foot, and he's setting right now with 4 points, and they don't run the offense through him apparently, or the inexperience of the kids out there on the court. I don't know what it is, but if I had a big guy like that, he would be getting a lot of the touches.
22-10. Waters splits the free throws. Cook to Bowlby. Fakes the three, top of the key. Hands off now to Ebelair. Max spins. Over to Conradi. His little 17-footer baseline won't go down. High for the rebound is Nelson for Senators, and he's looking to push it into the front court. Little shove from Ebelair, no call, and now they call.
Now they're going to call that. I mean, they're letting him play to an extent, but then they should have called the foul before. It must have been a makeup call there. Well, I didn't call that one, so let's call this one.
And yet they both go not to Lincoln's favor.
Yeah.
Foul on Peyton. That'll be his first, fourth team foul. Springfield also with 14 fouls here in the half. 5:50 to go. Saturday Night Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Nelson with the fake. Little push shot from about 15 is no good. Waters gets the rebound and will dribble it back out to Minder. Minder over to Kincaid, working against Ebelair. Now Cook out on him. Bounce over. Minder's going to take it strong in off the glass and in.
That's a freshman there.
Went right by Gavin, so it's back to a 10-point game. Gavin over to Ebelair. Hands off to Will. Railers running a little bit motion. Gavin pulls up from 17 and hits.
That's Gavin Block. He's just money. Whenever Lincoln, they need that big shot, he seems to pull through. I don't know that I've seen him miss a shot recently. He's just playing great basketball.
24-12, under 5 minutes to go. Gavin with 5 on the night. Church again on the low block, kicks it back out. Kincaid dribbles in, misses it. Gavin with the rebound.
Maybe some of it's Church, Jeff, because he could have pulled up right there at the jump shot, but he selected to pass it out.
Holden, Railers work it around the perimeter. Gavin cuts through the lane. Peyton goes down the lane. It opens up. It's knocked away, and Peyton will not be rewarded with the free throws, as Church also came over and made sure that ball did not go down.
I think that's what he'd rather do, block shots than score, because he's probably got more blocks than he does points.
Ebelair will go to the line shooting 2. Peyton's first free throw on the way is good. Peyton on the board. Peyton came in a 73% free throw shooter on the season. Of course, the Railers do a good job shooting 74% as a team. Second one, good again. Good. 26-12, 4.5 to go in the first half. And Minder's got to deal with trying to get it around Joey.
That's not an easy task. And almost got the 10.
Church back now to Nelson. Nelson drives in. Was going to try and hand it to somebody, or maybe try a scoop shot. Whatever it was, it didn't work. The Railers come down with it. Joey on top to Tyler. Kicks it over to Gavin. Gavin's going to go left. Slings it all the way across over to Bowlby, who fires a 3 and connect. How Gavin's pass didn't hit the rim, I don't know.
I don't know. It looked like it skimmed it, but he threw it all the way across court. Bowlby nailed a 3. That's going to be a full timeout.
They're taking time. We'll take it with them. 3:54 to go in the first half. Lincoln 29, Springfield 12. Back in a moment with Lincoln Railer basketball. Bounds last touched by Springfield. And if you're Coach Matt Reed, you're sitting there going, how do you let that guy drive all the way in and nobody gets in his way?
He's sneaky. He's very deceiving, you know. He can find that seam and just, when he wants to get somewhere, he's going to get there.
He's almost like a real good running back who just sees that little bit of opening and does everything with it that he can.
He sees the court. He's got good vision. There's a push right there.
Bump on Day. That'll be his second 16 foul.
And that's what makes him so good. That's what makes the Railers so good, because, you know, when he's penetrating like that, defenses are collapsing, Well, you got 2 or 3 guys wide open, so, and that's his game. He don't care if he scores 2 points or 50 points. As long as they have a win at the end of the night, he's perfectly happy with that.
He's one of those players that's more concerned about the name on the front of the jersey than the back,
Absolutely.
even though Railers, don't have names on the back of their jersey, but there's a lot of pro athletes who could learn that lesson.
And, we talked to him today. He wants to extend his playing career, and wherever he goes, they're going to be lucky to have him.
Small comes down and misses an easy 2. So Tyler will fire a 3. Missed it. And Max tried to get the rebound and it just hit him in a bad spot, and he couldn't get his hands on it and lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a little quick shot there by Horsham, but, shooters shoot, and, he's already made 2.
2:11 to go in the first half. Lincoln 31, Springfield 15. Mender in the backcourt, now Day. Mender weaving his way, lobs it up for Church for the dunk.
Yeah, that's nice right there. And that gets the Lincoln crowd a little fired up, Anytime you see a dunk like that, that's pretty amazing.
Shades of my basketball career with the Nerf hoop.
Yeah.
At 8 feet. Bowlby for 3. That's short.
Yeah, that was
no
way
good.
short.
Rebound to Kincaid. Quickly down against the Lincoln defense. Gets in. And a foul is going to be whistled against the Railers. I thought it was just knocking it out of the bounds, but a foul's been whistled. And that's going to go against Max.
And that's this is what Lincoln seems to do. Once we get that a little bit of a bigger lead, they kind of just take it easy a little bit, and before you know it, the other team, they get right back into it. We're still up by 13 points, but now 12.
Kincaid makes them both, and we talked about it a little bit in the pregame show that the Railers were able to get up, by a 13, 14-point margin around halftime, and then just sort of plodded along, and
it's kind of lackadaisical, just playing around. Where you like to see him just to make that statement and going to the halftime up by 30.
Gavin had it inside, kicked it out to a wide open Joey Olden. Joey misses the 3, so another rebound comes down to the Senators. And with 1:15 to go in the first half, Senators down only 12. They can cut it under double figures if they hit a long one here.
Watch Church. He's kind of just roaming that baseline right now.
3 on the way. That's going to be no good. Fighting for the rebound. Did they get Church or did they get?
I think they're going to get Bowlby, and that's going to be his 3rd. So he's going to have to go. He's going to have to sit down for the rest of this half. There's only a minute left.
Bowlby, as Scott said, picks up his 3rd. 7th team foul. Conradi back in, and again, it's almost as though that dunk for Church sort of woke him up, and it's like, okay, now I can play.
Yeah.
Small at the line with the free throw on the way. It is good. Sort of the Randy Moss. Remember, if he didn't get a catch early in the game for the Vikings,
right.
he was just
pouting.
He's done for the end of the day.
But once you start getting him involved, then before you know it, he's right there till the end. So
Small with a good touch for a big guy. He hits them both. And with a minute to go in the first half, that Railer lead that was at 19, it's been cut to just 10 as Max goes strong off the glass and in.
Yeah, that's Max right there trying to tell him, hey, let's get this lead back and not take in. Oh, there's a turnover. There we go.
So Springfield throws it away. They certainly can't take advantage of their good fortunes. So the Railers up 12 as we've got about 30 seconds to go here in the first half at Roy S. Anderson.
Yeah, and they'll hold for the last shot. Hopefully go into halftime with a 14 or 15-point lead.
Horsham back out to Gavin.
Oh, he's all over him.
Foul's going to be whistled on Church.
I mean, you have to call that.
And that'll send Gavin to the line shooting 1 in bonus.
Whenever you extend your hips into somebody like that, that's just telling you right there, that's a foul.
Horsham will check out. Ebelair back in.
Ebelair returns, replacing Tyler Horsham.
Gavin came in tonight a 77% free throw shooter. Made his only attempt so far tonight. Gets that one to go down. He has 6. 34-21. 21.8 left here in the first half. Second one. It did not get the roll on that one. So Railers up 13. Final seconds here of the first half. Mender over to Kincaid. Out of Church. down to 7.
Ooh, Joy Bott got it.
Kincaid down to 3. Fires a long 3. Left it way short. Conrad grabs it, and that's where our half will end. At the end of the first half, it is Lincoln 34, Springfield 21. We'll be back with our halftime in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Rantler Basketball.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Little superhero action for you there. Thank you to the Lincoln Community High School Pop-Pop Squad.